Lou. Lou, how are you always in here first? How's that possible? Joko KC Cop Watch. Trespass for what? Human being, what's up? Disability advocate, what's up? Solo yak 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 yak. Solo yak 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 yak. Solo yak 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 yak. Meet him up on Thursday in Clearwater. Solo yak 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 yak. Trespass for what? Trespass for what? What's up, everybody? Hillsborough Cop Watch. My dad canceled on me, but my wife has plenty of plans for me, don't worry. I promise you we'll get together. So, last Wednesday, hit the 96 people, only 19 thumbs up. At least give me 60 thumbs up. I'll start telling you why. 3 guys with guns showed up, guns and costumes, showed up at my house last Wednesday. I've been calling since last Wednesday. It's not tobacco, bro. This is that smoke shop, dream team stuff. It's kind of a doobie, but I buy it from the smoke shop. Perfectly legal. I can smoke this in front of a cop. You can't do nothing about it. Oh, 7 more thumbs up. I'll tell you why. 3 gunmen came to my house last Wednesday. Three more. Let's go. Give it to me. I'm worth it. Nice fence. Fake doobie. Whatever. Daniel Johnson, thank you so much, man. All right, 61 likes. I guess that's fine. Should be 100, but whatever. So, last Friday, 2 Fridays ago, I was sitting down doing paperwork at my favorite place because it has a high top, Burger King. They have high top tables, and for some reason, I can do paperwork at high top tables a lot easier for some reason. And I get to look out, there's glass, and there's nice music playing. Whatever, man, don't judge me. Plus, I got the app, and I got Big King Bacon Double with lettuce and tomato. That thing was bomb diggity squiggity. It was on fleek like my eyebrows. This pinky really scrapes the eyebrow properly. Anyway, so I went through my paperwork at the Burger King, at the high top table, and my fake doobie went out. Latinida, what's up? So, I come across this court order from the special magistrate of Pasco County, Florida, from the last time I was trespassed from the Land O'Lakes DMV. J-Town Press also was trespassed from there. Hillsborough Cop Watch was also trespassed from Land O'Lakes location, and Hillsborough Cop Watch was also trespassed and charged with trespassing, even though he left, and he's going through court right now about that. So I'm looking through my paperwork. I see my court order, and it says John is trespassed from the inside of the Land O'Lakes, tax collector's office. But I have the First Amendment right to record outside. I just can't go in the public lobby. That was his court order. Plus, on the court order, it says there's 4 other tax collector's offices that John could go practice his First Amendment and do official government business, right? So I go to the Wesley Chapel location where Hillsborough Cop Watch was trespassed from. I go in there, I'm wearing my body cam, but it's not recording. I go sit down, everyone's ignoring me. I got a clipboard, I'm writing stuff down, doing journalism. So then I walk up real peacefully to the clerk and I say, I'd like to do a records request. And she says, what's that? And I said, oh, you weren't trespassed from Land O'Lakes, even though you went 8 times? Even though you've been there more times than me? Anyway, I said, Chapter 119, Florida statute. She goes, hold on. Goes in the back. Then this big cross-eyed piece of garbage comes out. His name is Jeff, I believe. And he's like, how can I help you, sir? And I go, I already talked to the lady. How can I help you, sir? I already told the clerk. She's handling it, sir. Oh, you can't record in here. I had my body camera on, but it wasn't recording. And he says, I said, I'm not recording. He says, you need to take that off. I go, no, sir. And I go, here's the court order right here. And he goes, I'm holding it in my hand. And he goes, wait a second. Goes in the back, comes out. I'm trying to remember because I'm not allowed to record in there. Even though the court order says I have the right to exercise my First Amendment right and do public business in there. So where am I at? So he continually escalates and escalates. Then he tells me that I have to sit down. I'm not allowed to stand up on my feet. So they call the cops. Then I call the cops and tell them they're violating my rights. Because it seems whoever calls the cops has leeway. So the cops get there. I intercept them. I tell them everything that's going on. I hand him the court order. The cop's reading the court order. He's on the phone. Another cop comes. I'm talking to him. They told me, I'm like, the Jeff guy told me I was trespassed. I said, where's my trespass warning? He hands me the recording policy. So this is what sucks when they don't let you record. Then two more cops come, including Lieutenant Rollerson, and that's why I'm making this video, because of Lieutenant Rollerson. I just got off the phone with him. So he shows up, and they're taking so long. The court order says, and I highlighted it for him, John has, I should go get it, but it's going to make this live stream suck and have a lot of dead air. It says there's 4 other TCOs, tax collector's office, where John can exercise his First Amendment right and do official government business. I wasn't even exercising my First Amendment right with the camera. It wasn't recording. It was just hanging there. That guy told me I need to take it off. He told me I can't stand up. He's like, he took my court order in the back, brought it back, and says, we don't do public records requests here, right? We want you to leave because you won't sit down. You're not allowed to stand up. They stopped serving everybody again because of him, Jeff. It's an armed security guard. So finally, he pushed and escalated so far and saying I was going to get arrested. I didn't want to have a charge like Hillsborough Cop Watch got. So I walk out, and I might have said some choice words like F your mother about 100 times to where some people in the background were like, So the cops show up after I call them. The dispatcher was giving me crap, asking me who I am. I said, I'll let the police know when they get here. Is this JohnFilax? I'm like, who are you? I said, she's like, we'll have him call you. I go, no, have one come in person. Or call you. Click. Call right back. I say, who is that? What's her problem? Who does she think she is? And this guy's being all nice, gives me his badge number, says cops are there, they'll talk to you. Cops show up, I intercept them, give them the court order that says John's allowed to be here, exercise First Amendment right, and do government business. Exactly what I was doing. Lieutenants show up, another guy shows up, 4 cops there. They're taking so long, I told the first cop, here's my phone number, call me. Tell me what's happening. Oh, we'll get a hold of you. Call me, tell me what's happening. Come on, hit the thumbs up. So I'm waiting to hear from him. Gave him my phone number. If I gave you my phone number and said, let me know what happens, what would you think to do? Call me? Or would you think to have 3 gunmen show up at my house? So last Wednesday, what's that? Friday. They don't work on the weekends. Monday, Tuesday. So Wednesday, after they conspired all together, the cops still honored the Wesley Chapel tax collector's trespass warning. They still honored the trespass warning, and 3 guys with guns needed to come to my house to serve me a trespass warning. And I asked him, why such a show of force? And he said, oh, it's not a show of force. It was just 2 deputies usually show up, and then the third one had the paperwork. I go, you needed 3 guys with guns to show up to deliver me a piece of paper? I already explained it to you. Your explanation was 2 cops usually show up, and then the third came with the paperwork. I go, you don't think that's a show of force? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you feel that way. I go, the whole neighborhood's talking about you guys. That's called a show of... he says it's the sheriff's policy that we show up in person. I go, the sheriff works for me. You work for me. We elected the sheriff. Well, you can try to get him unelected. And then I said, so you ignored the court order? He goes, no, I didn't ignore the court order. I said, was I not doing what the court order said, exercising my First Amendment right and doing a records request? He would not answer that question. And then I said, will you show up to the hearing? Because of course I'm going to appeal this. I wasn't recording. They have no evidence I was recording. I said, give me one single articulable fact that I was recording. Nothing. I said, was I not following the court order? He goes, I don't know about that. You're not allowed to record in there. I go, when did you see me recording? Nothing. They have nothing. And they still trespass me. I said, so you're going to ignore? I'm not ignoring the court order. I go, the court order says I could be there doing that. That's exactly what I was doing. And you still honored their trespass. Because they believe I was recording. So you're enforcing their beliefs and not the court order. And now they're telling me to take the court order from the special magistrate, right, that they ignored, and then go tell the special magistrate that they ignored his first court order from the same special magistrate so that he can make another order, the same special magistrate, to tell the same people that I'm still allowed to be in there exercising my First Amendment right. And it even says it in 66159, the last paragraph says you're allowed to be there to exercise your First Amendment rights. They're literally violating my rights. I've tried looking for civil rights lawyers. They don't exist. They're like unicorns. There's like 3 on the internet, right? And they make videos, and they're busy. Where's the civil rights lawyer? Clearwater kicked us off for speech. Tax collectors' officers are violating us for recording in public. There's another one. Clearwater, tax collector's office. I know there's one more. This fake doobie got me forgetting. So that's why 3 gunmen showed up at my house. And I have footage from the outside of the building after they kicked me out, and the guy locked the doors. He locked like 50 people inside the DMV because I was wearing a camera. Lieutenant had the nerve to say, I like you, John, and we're not conspiring against you. Like, you weren't conspiring against me. You'd follow the court order, not enforce their feelings, not have a show of force at my house that the only thing it does is scare my wife. If I lived here alone, I wouldn't care. And that's the thing. They know. They're doing it on purpose. They pretend like you're all dumb. We know why you sent 3 cops. We're not dumb. That's about it, man. So, they ignore the court order. They completely ignore the court order. And the video I do have, it has to be edited because it'll be like an hour long of me standing there doing nothing instead of the small interactions I had with the police outside of the place. Oh, here's what I forgot to mention. We're not, the guy said, my boss makes the law. I don't follow the law. I follow what my boss says. I go, you follow your boss's orders over the law? Yeah, I do. And he says, you could take us to court. I go, I already did. There's the court order. There it is. I won. And he goes, good for you. You need to leave. So when the cops do come and I get to them first, all of a sudden, Jeff is all nice. He comes out, sir, talking to me. Sir, what were those records you were requesting? I go, oh, now you want my records? A second ago, you told me I couldn't stand on my feet. And supposedly, Lieutenant Rollerson is going to have a deputy or corporal contact me and take my report against Jeff, the security guard. They didn't think to ask me anything. And then they say they're not ganging up on me. I go, your job is to protect me. I go, when are you guys going to protect me from them? How's it that they need protection from me? All I did was walk in there and do a records request, and I was wearing my camera because I'm doing stuff, and I'm writing it down, and I wasn't recording as I told you over and over again. I'm sorry your little snowflake feelings led you to believe that I was recording, and you were acting on your beliefs instead of actual reality. And I told Lieutenant Rollerson, everybody in there has a camera in their pocket. Everybody in there could be recording at the same time. Are they going to go around and harass everybody, or are they just discriminating specifically against me? Again, anybody know a civil rights attorney in Pasco, Florida, anywhere near Florida, a coastline civil rights lawyer, Key West, anything, Jupiter, anything, anywhere in Florida, a civil rights lawyer that works on contingency? Clearwater, tax collector, again the tax collector, another count of it against me. And then the guy has the nerve to say he likes me. I told him, let's go have lunch. I need something to drink. Trespass for what? Hit the like button. Do it now. It's so frustrating, dude. Take us to court, and if you need to take that up with the special magistrate. I have a paper from the special magistrate that you ignored. I'm not going to argue about this with you, Mr. Filax. Just take it to the magistrate that gave you that paper that says you could do what you were doing in there. Yeah, 3 guys with guns. And I said, is there a reason you can't deliver it by mail? He says, yeah, we could. I said, then why would you waste all that taxpayer money to send 3 cops out here and the whole neighborhood up in a tizzy wondering what happened to John and Erica? Oh, boy. I shouldn't have said that. All right, man. Peace. Chicken grease. Thanks for watching. Don't want to read the comments right now. Let's see if this deputy calls me and takes my report serious, but I doubt it. All right, my ninjas. Subscribe. Please become a paid sub. It's 99 cents a month, man. Give it to me. I'm worth it. Give it to me. I'm worth it. I'm so freaking worth it. This is how I stroke my own ego. Give it to me. I'm worth it. See you. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I want to quit the stream. Yeah. That's why I hit the X button, bro. Yeah.